Yeah.
What's Gucci Hoochies? I want to thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of Strategic Rants. I'm your host, Ernie. I am very proud to have this guest today. I call him the Mexican Tom Green. I even took a hiatus from producing more episodes till I got fucking Obie on the pod. I said, nope, I will not continue producing any more episodes until I get Obie.
My buddies call me Obie or Frankie Obie. That's how I roll up at the comedy club. But yeah, dude, I like that little nickname you got.
Yeah, you're the Mexican Tom Green. I got you. Let's first start off, where you from, fool?
Los Angeles, California, but I grew up in Tacoma, Washington. My parents moved out there when I was a little kid, like 1992.
What year were you born, man?
1987.
87? What was your birthday?
December 27th.
December 27th? Damn, bro, that sucks.
Yeah, you can't have your own birthday. Like your buddies, even when you're grown up, they're gone. They're on Christmas vacation or something.
Everybody's just in the spirit and in the like holiday mood, probably. That they're like your birthday. Oh, okay.
Like I gotta celebrate my birthday, bro. So I made it my own holiday.
Okay.
It's called Frankmas. I'll celebrate you, bro. I'll give you a present for Frankmas. As long as y'all celebrate me. Like,
I fuck with Frankmas.
Dude, so Frankmas is just all about giving and having fun, bro. Like, that's it.
Alright, so remember, Sober October, No Shave November, and we got Frankmas.
Frankmas, bro.
In December. Fuck with it. So how much time did you spend in Tacoma?
Damn, so we'll say about 92, 93, and I left the first time in 06.
Okay. You do have childhood memories in Tacoma.
Yeah.
You don't smoke that much weed, right?
Dude, I can't.
I
do edibles now.
That's good.
That's even worse.
You do?
Yeah,
okay.
I haven't done it in a while, but
edibles. I can't do edibles when I got something to do the next day.
Yeah, no, bro. Oh, I take them like, I gotta go sleep. All right.
You was in Tacoma as a child.
Yeah, I mean, that's the first time I went to there's this place called the Tacoma Dome. It's Jake the Snake Roberts.
Oh, no
and Undertaker, yeah.
So you remember that as a child?
Yeah, because I hit the fucking bag that the snake was in. Yeah, we're in the front row right there in the barrier.
Bro, I just seen a clip of when him and Macho Man, when his snake bit Macho Man.
Yeah, that shit's funny.
Arm. I was tripping out, bro. I was like, man, how do you train a snake to be so well behaved?
Well, he abused him.
You came to LA?
Yeah, I came to LA after high school. Just because I wanted to get out of Washington. The whole time living there, I was like, nah, I gotta go back to where I'm from, you know? I gotta go back to LA. And so I ended up in LA for 1 year of college.
There's some nice looking hoes in yourself, huh?
Yeah, they thought he was Filipino because he would say, instead of fork, he was saying pork. Dude, I was starting to see date a girl, and I don't know, dude, like she degraded me or something. Like, she's like, you just don't seem like you're doing anything in life. You gotta get your shit together. You know, maybe join the military or some service might get you straight or something.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, dude. She's like, cause you didn't make a move on me at the movies. I'm like, I'm a fucking gentleman.
She wanted you to grab her by the pussy. Clearly, she wanted.
But
it was her who actually planted the seed of the military in your.
Yeah, I was like, maybe I do need structure in my life. I need something to change. And they had the recruiting stations, and I knocked on the door. It was the Marines, because I was like looking for the Air Force. Like, hey, where's the Air Force at? They're closed, but come on in. And that game, Modern Warfare, had just came out. Hook, line, and sinker. I was like, oh, can we call people? No, we can't call them that word. Not yet. I gotta wait till 2025.
You're like, this is just like Xbox.
Yeah.
Hey, salute to the Air Force dude that was at Jamba Juice getting the juice and made this fool go to the Marine Corps. Salute to you, bro. I fuck with you. What would you say was one of the most crucial things that you learned being in the military, besides how to get drunk?
Friendship, man. Brotherhood.
Okay.
Yeah, straight up.
Camaraderie and stuff.
Camaraderie, dude. Like, you're stronger together than apart with the people you're served with. You know?
How was boot camp for you?
Oh, dude, it was like fucking a really long practice. Like a really long football practice.
Never-ending hell week.
Never ending, bro. Like, the running and shit wasn't bad for me. It was tiring, and I got better over time. But it was the upper body shit that I think I was either a sophomore or a freshman in high school, and I had downloaded legally, of course. Downloaded
legally
George.
on LimeWire.
Yeah, the George Lopez. Why You Crying?
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I was watching comedy before that. Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, the early times and shit. The Dave Chappelle show.
Okay.
But the first like stand up that I saw was like, oh, this fool kind of sounds like me. You know, like he's talking about his grandma growing up and shit, and like, oh, like I was able to connect with George Lopez. In 2012 is when I was like, I called my mom. I was like, if she didn't give me that blessing, then I wasn't gonna do it.
George Lopez was a big influence on me wanting to do it as well, bro. The relatability.
Yeah.
Exactly the same thing you said. Do you remember the first time you did stand-up comedy?
Yeah, man, it was at an open mic at Flappers. It was 2012.
So the first open mic you did at Flappers. What do you remember about that, bro? Like, do you remember doing well? Do you remember doing all right? Do you remember like bombing?
It was like late at night, dude. So it was 11, and I mean I got some laughs, I got some looks. I was like, oh, okay. Is this shit normal? Like,
yeah.
I thought people were supposed to laugh.
Yeah. And at open mics, most people there are comedians, so they're already thinking of their own material. They're not focused on what's going on. The first time I seen you was at an open mic when we met.
Yeah.
At the Pasadena Comedy.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. There's no longer there. And I think the second time I seen you perform was like a year, maybe two later.
Yeah.
And bro, the difference between the open mic and then the show that we performed on together in Boyle Heights, bro, I was like, yo, the improvement was like real clear, bro. Like it was a night and day difference. One of the reasons that I wanted to ask you on here, again, was because of kind of your journey you had this year, and like I said, bro, I'm fucking proud as fuck that you've been staying positive, bro. What exactly was it that you were
at that time? I can't remember what hospital visit that was, but it wasn't chemo yet. I don't believe I was in chemo yet, but I got diagnosed with testicular cancer.
Okay.
February 27th, technically.
Was it like a drastic? Was it like did you faint?
Well, like what happened was, and I should have I guess picked up on it, was I was losing weight, but that I was working out. I don't know if you remember, I was working out a lot, bro. I lost maybe 60 pounds.
I was jealous.
I had a chick break up with me, so my heart was broken. I put myself in the gym and shit. My boss died in July, so I fucking was hammering out too. Like,
okay, you're feeling melancholy when you're feeling a little low. Like, the best thing to do is exercise.
And then when my boss died, I hit personal records, bro. Like, I was like, yeah, something bad needs to happen to me. Like, so if I can do better. The thing you don't want to hear when you're losing weight is like, damn, you look sick. Like, no, I look sick. Not. Like, I had a tia, and I got mad at her, bro. And she called my mom, and she's like, hey, what's wrong with Frankie? You look sick. It was around November, and I checked my testicle. I'm like, oh, that's a little weird. A little extra bump, okay. So by December, it got bigger, and I set up an appointment with the VA. Or you could do video primary. So I was waiting from December to February 27th to get checked. Because they're like, are you sure you want a video appointment? I'm like, what I gotta show the doctor isn't something you really can show on video while getting arrested, you know?
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna show my doctor my testicle. Like, hey, is something wrong?
I can't show my doctor my balls on video. They don't make a camera large enough.
And I go to the appointment, and the doctor, like, at that time, dude, it was feeling like I had 3 testicles. I was like, yeah, God's blessing me. So it was big, dude. And in the description, when I went to ultrasound, the guy's like, your doctor says it's as big as a golf ball.
Oh, shit.
He's doing the ultrasound, and he's like, he's really quiet the whole time, joking around. He's like, you know what, bro? It's a cyst. You're okay. It's a cyst. Oh, I have to do more. And he does it again. Like 5 minutes later, he comes back. He's like, okay, you can leave. The hallway, he runs back. Mr. Obregon, come back.
I'm the janitor.
No, yeah, right. We need to do more. I was like, more?
Shit.
I was like, how much more do you need to look at my balls for?
Yeah.
It's not fun, dude. Like, you're covered in fucking warm slime.
Yeah.
And they just throw a rag on you. Like, I know how women feel.
Yeah.
Like, as I leave, he's like, I wish you all the luck, sir. I'm like, what the fuck? I got 3 testicles. I'm fine. I remember, too, I'm on the 134 passing the Disney Studios. And I get a call from my doctor. She's like, hey, we're going to have a doctor from UCLA call you. He's going to give you a diagnosis. You may or might not have testicular cancer. Every time I call my mom, it's like, hey, I'm going to get a phone call in like next 5 minutes. They're going to tell me if I have cancer. The doctor calls me, and he's like, Mr. Obregon, you have cancer. Cancer? And I started crying, and I'm like, I'm sorry, doctor. You got to give me a couple minutes. Like,
yeah.
This is the first time I don't know if you realize, but this is the first time I ever had cancer.
Yeah. I know you do this all the time, doc. Yeah. You gotta fucking bear with me right now.
Went to Vegas with my family in January. I didn't tell them nothing. I was in pain. Bad, dude. I was taking pain pills like fucking, shit. Shawn Michaels. That was the cancer. They had already had spread, and the lymph nodes were just inflated so much that it was giving me really bad back pain. Called my mom. I told her what was happening. Right away, she called my other brother to tell him that, that she needs to book a flight for tomorrow.
So they were able to do all the treatments, right? What's the status more or less on your condition?
Well, now I'm considered cured. Okay. But the cancer's not gone, though.
Okay.
Like, it's a scar. So it's all scarred up. What it is the chemo. Like, it burns it. Like, that shit is... It's small enough to where it's not gonna be trouble.
Right, but not that small. Alright.
Everything got better, dude. I handled the chemotherapy real good.
Okay. Did you have to change your diet?
Really, the diet really was, when I was on chemo, was whatever I craved.
You want just to eat. Have something in your stomach.
Yeah, I felt bad for my mom, because one day it was like, oh, I want Olive Garden. Other days, like, I want shrimp.
Shout out to mom, too. I thanks for introducing me to her. The day that I went to go visit you in the hospital, she was there in full effect, full support for Obie. So shout out to mom. Let me ask you this. I don't want to take up too much of your time either. Is there anything that you would say to anybody who's kind of like going through, a similar journey?
I was a workaholic. The first thing I worried about was, fuck, I had to be at work by Monday. Right. That was my first thought. But that job, no matter how good it is, it'll be there. Get yourself checked out. Right. The thing that drove me was my best friend. He was like a brother to me in the Marines. John Jimenez, he died of cancer because he wasn't getting himself checked out. He was afraid of hospital. Okay. If I quit, my nieces will have an excuse the whole life. They'll have an excuse. Oh, Uncle Frankie, he was the strongest one, but he fucking quit.
He quit, yeah.
The people that doubt me were like, oh, I knew he was always like that. Like, that Marine thing, that was just a fluke. Right. Him doing comedy, a fluke. I had an aunt who died of cancer, and she kept it a secret for a long time. And it wasn't treated. So if she would have got it treated earlier, she would have lived longer. And that kind of upset me because I loved that aunt. Was like, should have got it treated. I don't quit. My mom didn't raise a quitter. So my words to someone that's going through this or has a scare is, the job's going to be there. The family's going to be there. The only thing that ain't going to be there if you don't get treated, if you don't man up, if you don't face the fears, is you. You're not going to be there. I got to fight for my family. I got to fight for myself. I'm going to do this for my friend. He passed away without a chance to fight. I have a chance to fight. So open mics are practice. But when I go to the shows, my whole mentality is, I learned it from Mike Tomlinson, the coach of the Steelers. And he used to tell his people, I don't know if he tells them now, it's just have a knock that man's ass mentality. And when it came to cancer, it's like I was on knock cancer's ass. Yeah. And just knock his ass out. I go to comedy shows too, it's like, you're my peers, you're my friends, you're not competition. But when it comes to my set, I'm going to go at it.
Definitely don't ignore your health, right? Like, take
Yeah,
care of
don't.
health. Is it more difficult or is it easier to teabag now? These women. I didn't want to take up too much of Obie's time. I could talk to this dude all day. Like I said, he's one of the strongest dudes I know. I really can't emphasize that enough to the young audience, the new generation that's coming up. Just keep punching, because life is gonna throw some roller coasters at you, and you just gotta keep punching, man. And I want to thank you, bro, again for coming
Thank you,
through.
bro.
So Frank Obie Comedy on Instagram. We're gonna put the handle down there, and you make sure you go follow him. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and remember that it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Right?
Yeah.